Nick Currie for the Post-Materialist in the moment. Looking at chairs today in a slideshow. This is the ugly but comfortable chair that I sit on. My ancestors thousands of years ago in the Scottish Highlands would have been sitting on stone chairs, basically, not very comfortable at all. Then that evolved through wicker chairs like this Orkney chair with a blanket on it, wooden chair next to a box bed here. Then you would get religious chairs like church pew seating, often with information built into it. Here we see church hymnals, hymn books on the benches built into the chairs and even slipped under the chair. A very cunning information design there. Here we see the didactic chairs of our school days. If we were at school in the 60s and 70s, we probably sat on chairs like these. Quite funky, curved, rather neatly slatted together chairs, often stackable, of course. These ones I knew well because I was educated on these. This is a kid's chair in a bookstore in Spain, and some tiny children's furniture in a museum in Luxembourg. This is a Vienna museum with some Japanese-style children's chairs, and some Dick Bruno stools, very comfortable. Here, now we're at university. This is my old university, and they hadn't changed the buildings, but they'd changed the chairs, and they'd put in these pretty ugly, mostly 90s chairs. Here's a lecturer's chair, pretty Spartan, upholstered at least. The students' chairs are purple. They used to be brown and red and orange in my day, but now they're purple. Some sort of Arne Jacobsen refectory chairs here, not very good imitations of Jacobsen. Here are the library chairs, mismatched, not particularly interesting. The refectory had suddenly been restyled to look like an airport, a kind of 90s airport basically, with rather funky colours, and a subway, a branch of subway. Here's the hall of residence with kind of purple themed chairs, and purple themed chairs also at Schiphol Airport, which for me is the most comfortable and stylish of all the airports I know. Transport themes. This is a ferry terminal, some yellow chairs just spotted there at the edge of the picture. This is a Czech station chair, a train station with some luggage racks built in. A tram in Vienna with some very nice primary colour plastic furniture. This is a pretty ugly kind of Star Wars themed hotel chair in Vienna. The Viennese library, they actually try to entice you in with their funky chairs. This is a chair in the architectural centre in Vienna in the shape of a mountain. And here's an orange plastic chair at Mudam, in the offices at Mudam. Some patchwork upholstery in a fashion event in Berlin. Some Second Life 3D pixelated style furniture by an artist. The Berlin Biennial, they have some very nice, elegant temporary furniture. This is Tobias Putri, who we've seen already in the moment, some of his children's furniture. Seating at the Mudam Contemporary Art Museum, and it looks like sculpture, but it's seating. A photographer called Christian Skrein, he's from the 70s in Vienna. This is communist era East German furniture, and this is Western, but also very communist looking to me, very red. This is what we want from capitalist seating, just a place to sit while we're shopping. Some dentists' chairs covered with tarpaulins or drapes. This dentist studio was opened up for an art event, and the chairs actually look more like art to me than what was on the walls. Japanese seating, very simple, just put a cushion on the floor. And this is a student at the London College of Communication making Wagamama seating, a suggestion for a restaurant. This is a cafe in Vienna, a Japanese cafe. This is Richie Sakamoto's apartment in Berlin. He has a piano stool but no piano. A gallery called Project in Berlin with wheeled chairs. This is typical Berlin terrace-style cafe seating. And in summer, of course, you get all the cafe furniture out on the sidewalk, and you can admire or not the forms. This is a homeless person's chair in Hamburg, mixing wood and plastic. This is kind of French romantic style, a canary cage and a cane chair. Somebody relaxing on a red wire chair outside the store. A Chinese restaurant which has been taken over by Turkish people. This is an old Schloss which has been refurbished in this decade, but it looks a bit 90s to me. A 70s style but new chair being sold in Kreuzberg in Berlin. What's really great in Berlin are the funky retro chairs and the patina which you find on these old stools, for instance. I really like it. And Here are some stools being used as a display medium, showing old retro tech. Here we have a massage stool being thrown out. Some stools, part of the Berlin Biennial. Very interesting textures. The buildings they use are always very old. This is a pink painted chair I think somebody probably found on the street. My friend Jan Lindenberg, he's a designer who repurposes old MDF boards into chairs. This is his Sweatshop 2 project. And back full circle to a stone chair in the Scottish Islands.